Hello and welcome to NinjaBill Reviews, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers BumbleBee Studio Series number 84 Ironhide. And much like the Ratchet, who is pretty much, he's just one is a recolor of the other, vice versa, etc., etc. But I do like this toy. Despite my problems with my copy, I love this toy. It's a Ratchet. I mean, Ninja Bait. Right? You show me a Ratchet toy and I want it. I mean, I don't care how good or bad it is. I want it. Anyway, this is probably, to start this off, I haven't had a matching Ironhide to a Ratchet toy in many years. I'm talking, probably pre-Armada. I have never had a matching Ratchet and Ironhide toy. All right, so it's never happened for me. So this time, to have an Ironhide beside a Ratchet, or a Ratchet beside an Ironhide toy, the same mold, is a first for me in a long time. So very welcome. I was happy to find this guy. So anyway, let's get on with him. We'll get Ratchet out of there, and yeah, we'll first talk about these instructions, which showcases accessory there, and how he can hold it and store it. Nice image going on there. I would have preferred color. It's one of those things. I just prefer color instructions. But here are the instructions. There's one side. Here is the other. So if you wish to pause and look at that, you are more than welcome to do so. So there are the instructions and how to store the weapon in his vehicle mode. So there's instructions, and here is the box. I still don't like this. Okay, I like saving our planet. I mean, climate change is a very real thing, in my opinion. Anyway, that's not what we're on this channel to talk about. Anyway, so you got a very nice image of Studio Series Ironhide going on there. Love that image. Dig it. Studio Series 84 Ironhide. Transformers Bumblebee over there. It's Karatomi. Generations logo. Transformers up the side. On this side of the box has Studio Series 84. Another nice image of Ironhide. It says Deluxe Class on this side. You have that Autobot logo going on there. You have that image of Ironhide again. Very cool. Very cool. On the back you have some photo images of the alt mode and the robot mode and the alt mode. It says Cybertron Falls, which is that backdrop in there. The same backdrop I'll use for the thumbnail image. You'll see that. You've seen that in some other stuff too. Anyway, it says big screen inspired. That's that image going on back there. It says Bumblebee, Transformers Bumblebee, Ironhide. Takes 22 steps. There's that backdrop. I won't pull it out of the box to show you, but there it is. So, yeah. And that's the box. And we'll get on to Ironhide himself. And, yeah, now one thing to note. On my Ratchet, every joint on him is extremely loose, so he can barely stand up. All right, so I mean, he'll just lean over or fall backwards, or it's just he can barely stand up. It takes some doing to get him to stand up. There you go. But fortunately for him, my copy here of Ironhide, he's a little more. His waist is still really loose, but all the other joints are average, not tight, not loose, just average. So, which is good. So yeah, let's take a look at that mug. Bring it right up there. There's that mug. Looks pretty good. Nice blue eyes, red helmet. We'll pull back now. Nice silver going on there for that Autobot logo, and that trim around there. Nice deep blue, as compared to Ratchet's was a lighter blue. They look almost the same, but trust me, his is a lighter blue. You can see it. I don't know how well it's coming off on camera. Otherwise, it's just red plastics going on here. This is all paint, though. All the red, all this you see here, because it's made of clear blue plastic, is paint. This is plastic here. This is all plastic. Got some paint going on here. That gray, black fists, red here, red plastic, gray plastic. None of this is painted except for the red on the wheels. That's gray plastic. That's painted on the foot. So not a lot of paint on this guy. I got some nice detail painted out going on there. But yeah, that's other than paint here. paint there and there. It's not a lot of paint on this guy. Of course, Ratchet didn't either, but you know, still. He looks good. He looks good. And of course, he can wield his weapon in his hand, as you see there. Got some gray, more of that gunmetal going on there. We'll take a quick look at his rifle. Here it is. Just done in black plastic. It's pretty cool. Pretty much the same rifle that comes in Brawn, comes with Ratchet. Take a look at Ratchet's real quick to show you. There you go. Ratchet's is done in this sort of smoke gray. And Ironhide's is done as in black. So, and he can wield them both if you so wish, you know, because he's Ironhide and he needs a lot of weapons. There you go. He can hold them both if you wish. Let's get Foley Medic out there. But he can wield them just fine. Back off a little bit more. So, yep. That's pretty, I mean, I like this guy. I like his look. I like his alt mode. I do wish he was a bit bigger, but that's just me. It's really, really cool. Quick comparison, we'll get down to some articulation. Of course, here he is next to his Ratchet, his counterpart. Get him to stand up. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. KO Jet I found at a thrift shop. And there we go. Who else can we do here? How about an 86 Perceptor? There we go. I've yet to review him. I really, really need to get on the ball here and review him. So I've had him for a while now. But there we go. Of course, that can be said for this guy. I have yet to review this guy, and I've had him for almost a year now. So yeah, he's pretty cool. Articulation-wise, his head will look back some, look down, do side to side, go all the way around. Does have some clear plastic going on there. So that's for light piping. Otherwise, he's got pretty dead eyes from a distance, which is a darn shame. You does have all the way around on that shoulder. On the hinge joint out here, it will go out that far. Got a bicep swivel going on right there. Elbows will go both ways, 90 degrees, mostly due to transformation, but there you go. Wrist, there's nothing in the wrist save for inward for transformation. You do have a teapot, if that will serve you. No abdomen crunch, which is a shame, but you do have side-to-side action if you so choose to use it. Waist swivel, legs will kick forward that far, kick back that far. Very nice range. And legs will slightly over 90 degrees. I say we give it to them on that. Why not? You do have a slight rocker on there. Not a deep one, but you do have a rocker there. No up on it, but you do have a back due to transformation. So, you know, all in all, still pretty good. Pretty good. So I will be right back with his alt mode. And here we are back with his alternate mode. And I like it. I dig it. Now, I have the exact same problem. Maybe it's just, you know, I've looked at the instructions. I've looked at other reviewers and look, teetering. See that? See that? I cannot for the life of me figure out what I'm doing wrong here to make this not sit level. So one of the problems again with Hasbro having that very short wheelbase there that doesn't allow the wheels to connect. I have looked this thing over again and again and again to make sure I'm doing everything right. And even this doesn't like to tab in. We'll talk about these are really loose. This one isn't so much, but this one just practically flops around. It doesn't connect in. It won't connect in. It just, you know, I have tried everything in my power. Now I'm really forcing it to get those to set low enough for those wheels to connect. And I'm telling you what, teetering. That's all I get is teetering. So, you know, I mean, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I honestly have no idea. I have the exact same problem with Ratchet. So, it's weird. Anyway, you can take his rifle if you so choose. There is that port there, and you can stick that on there to complete the look. That's pretty cool. He does look pretty good. Love that look, just carried over from his chest. Bit of yellow going on right there. I say it's enough. Some people would have liked a bit more yellow here or something, but you know what? I like that. And they're right, maybe a bit more yellow back here somewhere. Would have been nice to have the lights picked out or something, you know. Still really, really cool. But again, you know, these, you know, this one, you know, again, it's such low clearance is the problem. Had they made it so it sat higher, and look, see, they're tabs that fit into a slot inside there. And as you can see, I'm connected into that slot. Look at that. See that? There's the slot. There's the slot. There's the tab. And I connected right into it. And still it teeters. I'm connected right into that slot. Tab in the slot on both of them. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know. But regardless of that, I think it's a very cool look. I really do dig this look. I really do. I think it's a fantastic alt mode because they didn't really give us one in the movies. And I think Hasbro's designs thus far for these have been really, really good. Despite my problems here, I think this is a pretty good figure. All in all, I think this is a really good figure. Again, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't get it. I don't see what I possibly be doing wrong. It's not shoulders here because they tab in right there. They tab into his leg here. So I mean they're tabbed in. I don't get what I could be doing wrong here. I just don't get it. I don't get it. And you can hear it click in. I mean, you can hear it. Nope, not that time it didn't. There you go. Now that's in the slot. And still teetering. Anyway, I really do like this Ironhide though. Despite the problems I'm having here, I really do like this Ironhide. I think it's a great toy. And I think if you don't have it in your collection, you should really pick it up. No real need to do any alt mode comparisons. You've seen the Ratchet already. You know what it looks like. It's a fantastic mold. And despite my problems and other people's problems with it, it looks really good. Even the plastics don't really match the paint all that well. You can see here. But still, it's really nice. Like here is a darker red than this red or this red. You can clearly see it. Look at that. There's a difference here. I'm partially colorblind myself, so I pick out shade variances, and I'll bet if Raz watches this, he will pick the shade differences out too, because typically colorblind people, we may not be able to see colors very well, but shades, we can definitely differentiate. We can tell one shade from another, even though we may not always know immediately what color it is. Like, this just stands out. This will stand out. You look right at it and we're like, whoa, there's definitely a difference there. And I can see that difference. This plastic and this plastic, you know, matches this paint a little bit more than this plastic or this plastic here. So even the arms plastic matches this more, the paint here, than this does back here. So, but since it's in the background, you know, it isn't that bad. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This has been my look at the Transformers Bumblebee Studio Series number 84 Deluxe Ironhide. And I do recommend them. Maybe you can get it transformed properly. I can't. I do highly recommend them. It's a really fun transformation too. It's not, you know, transformation is fun yet not challenging. And it's different from any other Ironhide that I've ever, you know, experienced. I haven't experienced that many, but you know, typically, you know, that bugs me so much. You have no idea how much it just bugs me. I mean, it just, it just bugs me. Anyway, please make sure you click the like button, hit the subscribe button. Please click the bell icon to stay up to date in all my uploads if you have the means to do so. and want to contribute to the channel, there is a Patreon link in the description below. Please join my Patreon, and above everything else, be good to each other.